really good effort. And like I said, that account's banned at the moment, but he does have another account, and I think he's worried about losing that one because he disconnected after a warning. So
yeah, that'll be because of obviously he hasn't got the ability to keep buying followers, has he?
no, because he keeps buying them so he can get enough to go live.
What happened to his originally old accounts that he had?
I got them banned.
That they are all banned, yeah, so he can never come back on them.
Yeah, well, I think so. Like when he came back, because he did this a couple of times. You know, the paperwork he made everyone wait for and was like, "I'm going to show you all this paperwork. I'm waiting for it." He's already shown us that once. Like the last time he came live and was claiming to be homeless, he already showed us that paperwork.
Do you want to give us a rundown on how you first come about this guy?
Well, people didn't like Holly Stanley, full stop. People didn't like him. There was a lot of like strange behaviours and scammy things and different things like that. So people were always requesting a deep dive on him, but I didn't really have anything to go on other than people thought he was a twat, you know?
Yeah.
And then out of the blue, I got a message with an email of the list of charges from Leeds Court. And it was slightly edited, the email, and I messaged the person back and I went, look, I need to see the full thing. When people edit things, it makes you think, oh, hang on a minute. Straight away, I got the full unedited thing back and I was like, oh shit, this is real. And then obviously I went and I recorded the call. It's in the deep dive. I rang Leeds Court, confirmed everything, then obviously spent time making sure that it was linked to him, you know, date of birth, the address you were talking about on Company's House used to be his address and all that sort of stuff. So getting all that sort of stuff lined up to make sure we knew who he was. And then when I exposed him, he had people turn up to his house and put bricks through his window and chase him out. And then he sort of disappeared off, and he disappeared for a fucking jump scare, Jesus. He disappeared off for a long time. Then he came back, said he'd been arrested and remanded for something, said he was homeless, and started showing paperwork that we've seen it in full now. So that's kind of what I know about him. Like, I know his charges, obviously.
Are these ones here, yeah?
Yeah, indecent images of children, voyeurism. The voyeurism thing, he said himself that he filmed a female in a bathroom without her consent performing an act upon herself. Now, I don't know exactly what that means, but I think we can guess. One count of prohibited images of children and indecent images of children. You've got to remember those are two different charges, right? So I was thinking about this earlier because he claims one of them is like an animated thing or something, right? That could be prohibited,
yeah.
But the possession of indecent images of children, that would have to be of a child. And the term possession means exactly that. You know, if you were going to get busted with some drug ads on you or something like that, right? You would get charged for possession of whatever you have on you. You wouldn't get charged because we think you had possession of something 2 weeks ago when you got rid of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But the thing I want to pick up on, like, he turned around and stated that the one count of arranging and facilitating the commission of the child SO, yeah, was because of he was going to meet a female with their child in a hotel room, which tells me that he was going, that's what they were there for. Because if there was no evidence to prove otherwise, that would not have been put down as a charge.
Well, that could have been what the breach of the shop wall was, because in the email I got from Leeds Crown Court, one of the things, and it's in his paperwork as well, is breach of shop wall, which is obviously a separate thing, like a different type of register. So that could have been the reason, because he might not have been allowed around children. He claims to have had...
I think it's more a case of they found proof on the phone that he was arranging to do something like that, because if it says arranging, facilitating, so he was either caught in the act with facilitating that kind of behaviour, or there's evidence to prove otherwise on the phone. Do you know what I mean? That he was arranging for that type of action to happen.
More than likely. I mean, from my experience working, in support of hunting teams and stuff, 90 odd percent of the times that a hunting team will catch a predator, they find things on their devices that lead to other charges. Do you know what I mean? Like, people don't just wake up one day and become a peddler. You know what I mean? They have that intention, that mindset from whenever, you know?
And that, on that note, I want to pick up on as well is that to be sent them images would tell me they were in some sort of ring.
Yeah, I mean, potentially. I mean, people. There was quite a lot of people who ended up in the register in America because they downloaded files from like like LimeWire and stuff like that, and they had images in them, which they didn't know that they had the images in the files. But when they downloaded them, extracted them, and viewed the files, they then kept the files or shared them, so they were charged.
Yeah.
So Stanley's claiming that they received images without consent and didn't know about it, then he has to have downloaded, viewed them, and possibly distributed.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Exactly what I thought. That's when I was looking to it. I was thinking there's got to be more to that than what it's just making out.
Oh, dude, you know what prison sentences are like in the UK for these peddlers? The weak as shit.
Yeah, I said this earlier. I know somebody that got 6 stretched for some bud. Do you know what I mean?
It's worse. It's the worstest of sentences ever. Can we just take a second to look at that dirty, disgusting peddler scumbag on that fucking screen? Look at him. Look at the likes of that. Can you imagine that getting let loose around children?
Can anyone confirm that he's had the tattoo removed?
He's covering it up with makeup.
He's covered up, yeah.
I think it looks like it's been covered up. I mean, he hasn't got a pot to piss in, has he? So I mean, how
he needs to be covered up. He needs to be permanently covered up.
Oh yeah, I know that. I said like if he puts a bit of rope on his Amazon wish list, I'll be happy to.
Yeah, I contribute as well. No doubt about it.
You're no longer not for paying. He said he's having them removed and in the process.
Yeah, that means he's in the process of trying to beg vulnerable people for money to do the shit. He hasn't got anything.
Said he removed on the video. Right, people who are just joining, sorry, I didn't even give you an introductory. This is Stephen Loveday, aka Holly Stanley, who is trying to make their comeback on the app after being run off the app by the Fat Freak and that a while ago. This person is a convicted SO and has got crimes against children like this. Yeah? 1 count of voyeurism, which he's tried to explain as something else we can't confirm. 1 count of possession of indecent images of children. 1 count of prohibited images of children. 1 count of arranging and facilitating the commission of child SO. Then it says the court was told Loveday was caught with the images which were described as being the worst category, indecent images showing the R and S torture of youngsters. Right? And this guy has got the audacity to come back to the app and try and justify what he's done and say that he's coming off the register next year, people need to accept him and blah, blah, blah. We don't want your shit show on there no more.
He'll be accepted. He'll be accepted with a rap across if he's seen.
And like I said, he was running on this account here, bear with me, but the Fat Freak and that have managed to get it taken down today. Where are we? It was running on that app, that one there. Holly Stanley, Time for the Truth. All right, but that account has been banned. The Fat Freak and that got that, so well done to them. But it's now on this account.
Very clear.
It was private, that account, the last time I saw it, like, because he was trying to protect it. But, yeah, and one thing I'll say, obviously that paragraph about the context of the images and stuff, that is one thing that Loveday argues with over and over and over again. Now, I will say that I saw no evidence of anything in the court. You know, like, I don't know whether that paragraph is particularly accurate, but regardless of whether that is right or not, the charges state voyeurism, commission of a child, offence, indecent images of children. Nothing, no word salad, no bullshit, no stringing things around different ways take away from the fact of those charges, the fact that this beast is still on the register and that this beast is a wrong and out and out.
Yeah, your enemy's worst. Yeah, everyone's been speaking on this guy for a while. It's just he's starting to make more of a reappearance. Like today and yesterday, kept going live, just justifying his actions. Asked him to borrow £15. Big up exposed. Asked him to borrow £15, and people are gifting it, whether they know or not. This is why we're having to keep doing it, because of they're being made aware, but they're being fooled by what it's saying. The account has gone. Yeah, it's been removed. The Fat Freaking Act got it bananaed earlier.
So is he actually sitting on the live feeds? Like,
yeah, this is how he was on the live feed earlier. Bam, there.
No way. So just sitting proper comfortable, not a bother.
No. That's exactly how it's coming on. Geez, down there. He said it was AI photos. They would not have been AI photos. And come on now. I swear AI was not even a thing like that time ago, was it? Or am I like thinking that time went that long ago?
I don't know. I don't actually think it was. That was a good while back, wasn't it?
You said that he made a mistake and that it was like an anime hentai stuff or something to do, which is a lot of bollocks.
How do you make a mistake when you're trying to make a point of your conviction being wrong? I don't get that. You'd want to come with all the correct fucking sayings, wouldn't you?
Sideshow Bob's gone fucking south, I tell you that much.
The account I recorded it called me and only me. Yeah, that's the correct account, but it's now been bananaed. Fat Free went live earlier and the whole community went over and destroyed it.
And that's the thing, like, we can't be live all the time talking about these beasts, but all of you here as a collective have power you don't realise. And as I was saying to people on my live, you can report so much. You can report the videos. You can report their comments if you see them commenting on my videos or somebody else's videos. You can report their PayPal links. You can report their bio information. You can basically hit them with everything you can. It was obviously successful at the time being, and this isn't the first time I've had Stanley banned, so we'll just keep doing it every time.
That's exactly it. And Nick, yeah, you're right, it is. It said about 50 different stories about the pictures.
Oh yeah, like when he originally came back at the moment, he was like, I know I've lied and I've deceived people and now I want to tell my truth. Oh, shut up.
Because he originally denied all charges, didn't he? When he was on the app previously, it was a case of just denial, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, he denied anything. He slagged me off something rotten. Mate, the guy even said he'd seen me in jail, man. He was fucking tapped in the head. He said we were in the same jail, but he was in a, like, we couldn't have been. I was fucking live streaming on TikTok, daft twat. He said anything he can, lied about anything, but that's what these predators do, isn't it?
I think there is a poster somewhere. I did get tagged in one, so I will try and share it or repost it for you to be able to see, and then you can share that out yourselves. It's just an awareness poster of who this person is. It's just the fact that people is gifting it and he's building a following. That's what's pissing me off, because of you wouldn't allow this in your community. This fucker wouldn't be allowed to walk to your shops in your local community. So why are you letting it walk around the app getting gifted? Because all it would do is go from, it'll get braver and braver. The next thing, it'll be battling people.
Do you want us to show the email from the court, No Face?
Yeah, whole big screen, yeah. How you doing, Troy?
Yeah, well, how are you?
Yeah, good, boy.
That's the email. So it was obviously, good afternoon. This defendant on the 30th of October 2015 was sentenced on the following counts. 1 count of voyeurism, 1 count of possession of prohibited images of kids, 1 count of possession of indecent photograph of a child, and 1 count of arranging or facilitating the commission of an offence. Now, that is the email that I received when I asked for it unedited, and obviously I then contacted Leeds Crown Court and had that all confirmed using his date of birth and his address and all sorts of things like that. That was the original email.
Apparently, he's live on Bigo right now.
What I'm going to say, did you get a message from that account looking for us?
What account?
There's an account in the comment. I'm not going to say who it is, but they've messaged me.
No one can message me because my thing's only followers only.
Right. So they said he's from Plymouth. They've seen him. He's got a girlfriend called.
Spit it out, bro. He's a wrong one.
1 second.
Go be careful. I know Troy will be, but you'll be careful, like throwing out random locations.
Oh yeah, no, don't put out address. Don't put out the name of the female, because he did say he had a girlfriend. I just want to confirm if this is the name.
Yeah, but you don't want to like send people one way and is actually somewhere else.
Of course.
You've got to be very careful, because this predator has lied about where he is before and put up posts and joked about it and all that sort of stuff to send people in a different direction. You know what I mean?
Why I made a point of saying this morning on my live, because I had people coming and saying they had his address, they've got a company's house, and I said that you can't confirm that's his address. Like that's from years ago.
That's his old address.
Someone else with family could be living there now.
1 second, let me just get the name. I know his girlfriend's name, so I don't give a 2-5 flop out there. He's a little cunt.
Send it over to me in a message. Don't say it on it.
Right, yeah, no props. I'll go and find it now. I fucking forgot the name, and it's a dodgy name. Right, I'll be back in a sec.
No
bother, Troy. Yeah, the thing
I don't actually know for sure his location, because of he says he's Merseyside, but then he was also. I had a message from someone saying he was spotted at a beach in West something it might have been. I have to go back and look at the message, which wasn't far from Merseyside.
The thing is, with somebody like Stanley, he sticks out like a fucking sore thumb.
Yeah.
And his voice as well. Do you know what I mean? You cannot mistake it.
Yeah, it'd be impossible.
Let me have a quick look at the message. Hold on.
How are you anyway, the Fact Freak? How are you keeping?
I'm good, Tony. Tony, I was reacting to your video doing the boxing the other day. It was fucking funny.
All right, no worries. Thank you.
I was like, I've come across people like that. Like, you know, like I'm a bigger guy. I was like, I see him fucking running around. I was like, he'd probably knock me all out. It was fucking hilarious.
Herbie, is it West Herbie?
Glad you enjoyed it. Wait, Kurt, no, I just seen a name down there. Someone said, I won't say it actually, let you read them out.
That's where he was.
New Brighton Beach. Apparently, he was spotted at in Wallasey. That's what I received a message saying, that they had seen him at the beach, and this was only a few days ago.
I heard he was in the frozen section of fucking B&M. Like, at the end of the day, like, we don't know these things for sure, so let's be careful, because this predator is the kind of person who would lie, put a post and send people around and
Oh yeah, but that New Brighton's the beach. That's the beach. Do you know what I mean? That's where he was in New Brighton Beach. That's why I made a point of saying the beach.
Yeah.
Jesus, that's Where was his last known location then, Fat Freak?
Birkenhead, but then he was in Preston prison.
You're saying New Brighton's not far from there?
Well, he was locked up in Preston. I think. I'll have to double check with my paperwork. Give us a sec.
Thank you for the trigger warning, mods.
Just ask you a question. Why? I think I passed outside of Birkenhead early hours of this morning. I'm sure of it. Is that where he's meant to be now, anyway?
Well, we don't know what his last known location was. Well, I don't know at the moment, but like
he was in Birkenhead.
I hadn't said anything till today, but I received a message the other day. This person's got 36k followers. So
he was in Birkenhead when I did the original video and exposed him, and he had bricks through his window and got took away by the police.
Right. Fair play. Well done. Fair fucking play.
Yeah, because Factory was the original person to run him off the app. And Holly Stanley's even said that on one of his lives.
So now he's just trying to creep back in and...
Oh, he has, because of all the drama that's been going on the app. And
the problem is...
People, these little runners have started to crawl back through the woodworks.
This is the danger. Everyone's calling everyone a wrong'un on the app. And while the real wrong'uns then are coming in, using that as an advantage to creep in amongst the people then. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, people, if anyone puts an address in the chat, you will be muted. You will be muted. Just looking on there now to see the thingy. It don't seem far either from that beach, if I'm honest with you. So I think that could be something that needs to be looked into. Alicia, you good? I know it's running with the thing saying it's living in Merseyside, but I can't see that.
The last time we had a spot, and I mean somebody took a picture of him at a fucking in a barbecue at this fucking place. Like, I'll show you on the camera.
Yeah, people are getting the wrong words thrown.
Like, I got a fucking
means attraction to kids. Well, what do you think these fucking charges are here, love? You're obviously a fan to do with him.
and he was in James Lee House in Warrington, and that's when somebody took a picture of him. Now he was run out of there after people showed him the videos and stuff.
Yeah.
But that's the last sighting that I know for sure, because there the wronging is right there.
Let me be squishy. Do that again. That photo looks more like a what photo it looks like, but
Well, it's on Instagram, and somebody sent me a live
yeah,
picture,
that's it there, people.
and they were sitting in
Arm tattoos, the lot.
James Lee House in Warrington. But of course, then people in that place, I think it's a refuge of some sort. People in that place were shown the video, my video, and he was ran out of there. But that's the last time I saw confirmed sighting, and by confirmed, I mean there's a picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a shame they didn't use it as coal for the barbecue.
Yeah, right. That's why the only reason why it's being spoken about today is just to make people aware that this cretin is back on the app. We're not sure what area it's in, and that's down to like people to just keep their wits about them. But it is running around this app, and that's all we can do is just keep users aware that it is on the app and what it's done, and to just keep running it off the app at every earliest possibility urgently.
What's Troy going to do? Sorry.
I don't know what it needs removed from the world, let alone the app.
One thing.
It did try and come back at some point. Didn't you catch it try and come back a few months ago?
I've ran him off loads of times.
He got back on his account, didn't he? He accidentally put his face on the screen, if I remember rightly.
He came back on his main account, which had lots of followers, so I went after that. And then I got his bank card cancelled. I mean, he was trying to get people to send money. I reported it for fraud, and he had the bank card cancelled. He lost his shit. I got his PayPal taken down. I really went for him, obviously, and I blew up his supporters as well. The thing is, though, he definitely doesn't like my name. That's what triggered him today and got him fucking banned. Like, just even if I'm not there, just say left facts in the box. He just lost his fucking mind. He claimed
if he is your name, he goes on a fucking wild one.
I love affecting these beasts. He said he would unalive me if he saw me, but he wouldn't let me in the box.
Is that what he said? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, I've been scared to have a fucking vocal conversation.
Yeah.
What is happy to say or do that?
Yeah.
Don't make sense, does it?
No, it doesn't.
Of course, I've been shaking now for weeks.
So just one question. See how he sort of comes off the app, he gets ran off the app, and then he comes back. But this time, what is he doing? Is he just denying it, or is he just not bothered? Is he just trying to ignore everyone?
He's basically saying the charges are correct, but he's trying to give a story that in some way is supposed to make people go, all right, we understand. Like, it's just ridiculous.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Like,
So it's just trying to
set up.
Yeah.
Yeah, making out it was set up pretty much. Claims it isn't bad what he's done. I know. I will just put these charges back up again. There we have you.
Well, so that voyeurism is recording someone
Performing.
I can't.
It's recording somebody
I don't know you, mate. So we're
Without
having
consent, isn't it?
awareness here. We don't
Yes.
stop spamming the chat. You'll be blocked, mate. Like, we don't just throw people in the box. We ain't about that. When we're doing awareness, we're just bringing awareness to it. We're not here to have a conversation. Keep spamming you in the box.
Who's the account? I think that's the ghost, is it?
Is that the ghost?
That's Luke from the Ghost, but it's his back. It's his different account.
Oh
Sorry.
shit!
Oh,
Sorry, I
Luke.
didn't realise that was Luke.
Yeah, there was.
Said
That's
ghost,
who
we
it is.
let him
Yeah,
up
that's
straight
right.
away.
Just seen it there. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, bro.
Get back, Sean.
How, man?
Sorry, mate. I didn't
That's
realise.
yeah.
No,
Keep
see,
him
but-
out of trouble.
Listen, I didn't even notice it until he said he was spamming.
So I couldn't even tag anyone, so I just kept spamming it, and then I got confused. I was like, what the fuck?
Got told
Guys,
off.
can you get some posters made?
Yes, mate. I think we've already got an old one on him, but I'll do another one. But 100%. Just a quick one. Going back to where he said he was going to earn a live view. I nearly called you your real name, Fat Freak.
It's all my name's out there, man.
The Fat Freak. Is that not threats to kill?
It is, and if I had the screen recording and knew which force, mate, you know what I mean? Look, he's still under Shoppo.
I will. It won't take me long to locate this little beast. 1,000,000%. Because he's on a shopper, he'll have to.
No?
No, I'm back. Because he's on a shopper, he'll have to be registered through a board. So it won't take me long. I just need to know: is he going? What name is he going by? Which is his default?
Daniel Cooper.
Fucking Danielle. Danielle Cooper, send me that over in a message factory and I'll put it into our tracker and it won't take me long.
I'll do it
1,000,000%.
now. I can message you while I'm here. Give us a sec.
Okay, now look at you getting all.
Listen, this is a
You know
fucking
what I'm like, Luke. I'll fucking forget if I don't do it now.
need done now.
Queen B just said that that person said he has regular checks.
Yeah, he'll have a regular check by mapper officers, but they're as useful as a chocolate teapot.
Yeah.
The shit you come out with.
Stephen Loveday.
Yesterday.
Did anyone see that peaceful protest today?
Where?
Yeah, in Northern Ireland.
Yeah.
Did he end up getting rid of him? They did.
Yeah, they took him out, yeah.
They took him. He had no choice. I missed.
Well, let's not go off subject. Let's not go off subject.
Sorry. Don't tell me off again.
I was going to say it easily goes off subject. Let's not do that. Let's keep it to him just for now. When I come back on, I'm going to have fucking a bit.
Right, let me just check with this. I'm not getting confused. Is this the guy where he said he's got sent to him and he wasn't? Are we on about the same guy?
He said he was sent them. He didn't know that they were in it.
And then he
it
deleted
was,
them straight away.
yeah, and that it was animated images of kids, which
Right, so
I thought would be.
This is where he slipped up yesterday when he was running his mouth. He didn't look at them, yeah, but he knew they were animated. He knew they were of children, and he knew what are the content. So how the fuck does he know all that without looking at the images?
Amazing point, Luke. Fucking spot on.
You know, that's where he shot himself in the foot yesterday. I didn't look at them. I knew what they were.
After he deleted them and didn't download them, he stopped speaking to the lady about it and blocked her.
That's in the so he says he deleted them before he downloaded them. So how did you look at them if you didn't download them? Because you got
Well, the thing is, though, like if it's animated images, wouldn't it be grossly offensive images that charge, not possession of CP? Or am I completely wrong? I don't know.
It depends on the extreme of the image. Obviously, AI can generate very I'm not saying I condone it, but look at the cartoon images of cartoon Muhammad. You know, look at the uproar that caused. You know, and how much detail that went into. You know, a cartoon image can. If you're a good artist or a good generator or what system you're using, you could make that look as realistic as you want it to.
Exactly. So the fact that he was charged with that,
I don't believe for 1 minute they were cartoon images.
They were cartoon images, they were that realistic of children for him to be charged for that.
That's a good point. So whether or not they were still as realistic and they.
Yeah.
And what it says, one count of a prohibited
Oh, he's gone.
So
Luke's got the McDonald's Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I can't see the AI being that advanced back in 2015.
So yeah, that's what. Can anyone confirm that? Was it around properly that time, and was it as good as it is now?
He said it was AI, but then changed and said it wasn't AI. It was just animated, like hentai,
Yeah.
Japanese comic type stuff, whatever that is. That's what he changed to saying that it was.
Would it say that though? Fact? Would it say one count of possession of indecent images of children if it wasn't actually a child?
exactly, and this is where that charge there alone makes sense.
That's
It's a
clear.
yes,
It's
clear as
children.
yeah.
It clearly
it's not child.
says. Surely it would
It's not as
say.
a child. This is children,
Yeah.
and it's not. And they would have put I'll have to find it. But if it was an animated image or if it was a cartoon image that it's specified within the detail, them images he received are of real children.
Yeah,
No, I
ask
don't
you,
care. Unless he can prove to me any different. I am 100%. I've been doing this 7 years, hunting these wrong ones. I've seen many convictions, many charge sheets, yeah, and not once have they ever said cartoon. They've come across.
Here's the thing, Luke, right? When you sting Preds, obviously, a lot of the time when the phones are taken, stuff's looked at and the cops find more, yeah?
Yeah.
So you could have a Pred and you think you've got him on grooming charges, whatever, but you don't know what's on the device, and then a charge can be added, which would be possession of
100%.
indecent.
Like
Is that right?
as we do live stings, the main reason behind it is live exposure for other teams to come forward. So we'll hand a chat log in with 2 charges. By the time it gets to the CPS, I'll get a letter through the door. We've had them with 17 different charges on that. Yeah, and I've only stung him on 2 charges. But by the time they've got that man's device or this woman's device, they come across so much more once they start triaging them phones.
Yeah, that's what I thought. So, like, the indecent image thing, he's got to be in possession of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally in the bloody charge.
And it's got to be of a
Charge
child.
number 4. Let's look at charge number 4. One account of arranging or facilitate the commission of a child sexual offence. Yeah. So he's arranging. So did he? How can someone arrange?
I don't even want to look that up. How would you even type that into Google? I don't even want to search that.
Yeah, you can type it in. You can put it in the law page. It's not a criminal offence. It will tell you what it is. Basically,
I want to look up because surely there's got to be one. Surely there's got to be a this person had indecent AI or something images. Do you get what I'm saying? It wouldn't say indecent images of children. Do you know what I mean?
1,000,000%. But that charge 4 there, break it down as simple as assignment, is he has arranged or facilitated or basically saying or mentioned about meeting for a child for child sexual offences. Yeah. So basically, he's arranged or suggested to meet a child. That's the breakdown of it.
So, and there may be a conversation with other Preds that they've arranged something to meet up.
Yeah,
this is what I'm saying. So his excuse was that he was meeting a female.
Well, I've got a charge sheet. Hold on. Let me get my wait there. Let me get my charge sheet. I've just had one come through, and this will prove that this is what this means. Wait there.
So it says to me that charge 4 of the arranging or facilitating is the fact that he was either caught in the act with that child in the room, yeah, or there was some sort of evidence to prove that he was going to do that. So either messages or something like that.
Yeah, 100%. So arranging. So he's not gone. It's not happened. So that he wasn't caught with it. So basically, he's planned.
In a conversation,
He could have planned a journey. He could have told a child how to get a train. The journey. Turn my light on a minute.
Hold on.
Then I believe there was 2 charges not that long ago about contacting 2 underage boys, but I'm not sure if they're to do with his actual children. I'm not sure if he's got two
And
boys.
just one last thing. I'm sorry. If you look down there at the bottom of that paperwork, yeah, it says, you know, it was described as being in the worst category, right? Now, surely real images of children would have to be worse than this hentai or whatever these call animated pictures.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Turn this camera on.
If he's trying to say that it's this computer pictures, how would that be classed as one of the worst cases? It doesn't make sense.
Don't make sense.
Right, so here are many convicted charge sheets. Yeah, these are all the ones we've done. So if you look at this one here, so this is attempting to cause a child to watch sexual acts. Yeah, attempted sexual communication with a child, attempted to cause or incite a child to engage in sexual activity. This was a bad one, but when you go to one, where's it? 1 minute. Facilitating, is it that one?
Attempting to engage.
Yeah, attempting to engage. Like, I've had to cover my address up, but
Yeah, make sure you cover it in detail.
there's a one is facilitating. So basically, he's
planned it. He spoke about it to whether it be another adult or a child. He spoke about meeting a child
To perform something.
yeah, 100%. So basically, we've had them where he's turned up. We had one who turned up in London. Turned up with, for example, what was the charge again, mate? Put me back in that big little screen so I can see that charge. So he's arranged. So basically, you've arranged it. So you mean it like, so you say to a child, "Oh, this." So
Meet me at the bus
meet me at the bus station at this
such.
time. Like, this is like just this year, guys. Look at all these.
Yeah, people, these are not his convictions. These are not convictions. These are people he's stung. Like, he's a pedo hunter. He's going for thingy. What charges come under what category?
Fucking hell, I thought my camera was off then.
So yeah, all of them things that he's waffled and said that an excuse to each one of them are not true. Do you know what I mean? They are as they stand.
It's a child. He is a real child, or it could have been a police decoy. Yeah? Police decoy is the same as what us teams do. But he affiliated a meet. So he...
It says on there, like, for the commission of child SO.
Yeah, sexual offences, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Oh, I don't want to say because I don't want to get put on it. But so it tells me that they found evidence that that's what the whole meeting of that was for. The whole meaning of him meeting up with this so-called child was for that.
Yeah, because if you like, and also, if for someone that hadn't, he said he didn't download them, he didn't watch them. Look at charge number 1. 1 count of, yeah? And if anyone knows what that means, that's when someone gets sexual pleasure from watching pornographic or recordings, you know.
This is what he claims, Luke, right, about the voyeurism charge. He claims, and it's only him saying it, but I know what you're saying, the rest of the charges involve a child, so I don't know why this could be any different. But he claims that he filmed a woman performing an act upon herself in a bathroom without her consent. Voyeurism is filming for gratification.
Yeah, filming without permission.
Yeah. But it could have easily been putting a camera in a child's bathroom.
100%. So it would be very hard to put that one conviction with 3 child offences, yeah? With it not being a child. They wouldn't put three child offences and then an adult offence on the top. It would be a completely different charge sheet, yeah? That charge sheet there is to do with child offences. I don't care what anyone said. That camera was put in, or he filmed.
Do you think that number 1 offence is linked to number 4 offence?
1,000,000%. And why it means without their permission, a child under the age of 16 can't give consent to anything, yeah? So I believe that's where that charge comes in. I'd be very shocked if I'm wrong, but charge number 4 is linked to charge number 1.
Listen, this is why you're here, because you two make sense. Do you know what I mean? You've been doing this a long time.
It makes sense as well, though, what Luke's saying, because the email I got from the court are about the day that those convictions and those charges were talked about, and it's the same day that all these charges were dealt with. Like Luke says, it makes more sense that they're all connected.
Yeah, because they wouldn't deal with that one. For example, when you go to, if he would have been arrested on, say it was an adult, that adult would have went to the police and said, I believe he's recorded me without my permission, blah, blah, blah. That would have been one case, yeah? They then would have then triaged his phone and come across that. They then would have then added additional charges, which then would have been dealt with differently. Because if I believe correctly, if it's an adult, and don't correct me on this, I believe that it can be dealt with within a magistrate, because it's a magistrate. I can't even say the word, voyeurism, whatever it is. If it's an adult, because it has been dealt with in a Crown Court alongside 3 child offences, why would that be any different for it to be a child? Why do it make it different to be an adult? Sorry.
Be different people at court.
1,000,000%.
On the defence, you know what I mean?
And the other thing is, he said on his live that, you know, he's not a danger to children. Well, if you're not a danger to children, why were you put on the sex offender register?
It's not even a sex offenders register. It's a sexual harm prevention order. Yeah.
For 10 years.
Harm. That word harm means that you're not a nice person. You don't get put on that for being the nicest person in the world. You get put on that.
Or by accident because someone sent you something. No.
The thing is, as well, as Luke will know for sure, sentencing in this country is a fucking joke, and it's actually very difficult to find one on the register or any type of register for 10 years.
I was just about to say, factory. That's exactly what I was about to say.
It is. It's very hard to get a sentence. Like, we've just had one. He was like a 2-time reoffender, and he's only just got 3 years on the register. 3 years for a 2-time reoffender. This man's given 10 years. So these weren't a decoy. This, I believe, for a 10-year register, this was a real child. 1,000,000%.
But didn't somebody work the dates out that it couldn't be a 10-year register and it had to be a 12?
It doesn't normally go like that. It normally goes like 3, 5, 10, or life.
Yeah, indefinite.
Because I'm sure someone worked out his conviction.
It could be he's had an extended, if he's offended within his time of his sexual harm prevention order, if he's offended within that time, they can extend it or give him extra time on it. But initially, it should be 3, 5, 10 indefinite.
He should have been hung, drawn, and quartered.
Where did you go to school, Ross? He told me he's on the register till next year, so he'd be 5 years on the register. How does that work out when his conviction was in 2015? Make it make sense.
Sometimes you can have a prevention order longer than your register, can't you? And sometimes you don't all line up.
Yeah, so you can be given a 5-year sexual harm prevention order, but indefinitely on the sex offenders register.
You get from the from the moment you're sentenced, you go on to that, don't you?
Yeah, 100% from the day of conviction.
Not from like the day you get released. It's from the day that you go to the factory.
Am I right?
It's not released. It's the day you're convicted. So even if you go to jail, you're on the register. You're convicted sex offender.
Am I right in saying as well the court case was closed?
Was it?
I believe it was open. That's why Factory was allowed the information, was because it was open. Is that correct, Fact?
No, it was closed.
Oh, it was closed.
Yeah.
Right.
So the fact it's closed again speaks.
It's a real child.
Real children.
When there's real children involved, and I know this from 1 million, and I'm 100%. I no one can blank me or prove me wrong on this. When you have a closed court regarding SO offences, it's because there's a blanket media ban. It's because they won't discuss real children within a public gallery. So
that's why he keeps saying there's no newspaper clips to.
Yeah, 100%. 1 million. They're not allowed. It's called a blanket ban, media ban.
Yeah, He knows that. That's how manipulative these bloody narcissistic predators can
This
be.
is what
He
he keeps
knows
saying.
that.
Find me proof. Find me an article. It's not.
Because no one will be able to see it, find an article because they weren't allowed to ever write about it.
Is that what he keeps saying to people? Yeah.
Yeah. 1,000,000%. If there's no media coverage on this, or you can't get any results from anywhere, it's because the judge has put a blanket ban in place, and that just means the media can't even go in and report. They can't even report him. The case being listed. Yeah, it's a closed court.
The only thing they can ever report, if they do, is charges once convicted.
Yeah, and that's what they've done here. Look, Stephen.
Tony.
The only information I was allowed to receive from the court was the charges and the date that it took place. That was it.
Yeah.
They were only able to ring up and say what their name was when convicted, date of birth, etc. when it happened, and then you just told the charges.
Say you knew his court date, yeah, and you was to call up prior to that fat freak and say, I'm just ringing up to see if it's listed for this day. They wouldn't tell you. They wouldn't tell you because the sensitivity of the case is one of the most serious cases. For a judge to blanket ban a case, you mean as real children that are having to go to give evidence. One, to give evidence, yeah, and two, the stuff that will be spoke about in there. They put blanket bans in place. One, to protect the children, and two, if you think an SO knows that another SO is up in court, they're going to go and sit in the public gallery and listen to some of the most horrific things happen to a child.
You know it.
Yeah, and get off on it. So that's why the judges in these countries have to blanket ban these cases.
Yeah, I hear that.
Fuck.
But yeah, this is that says it all now. Charge number 4 is linked to charge number 1. It was a closed case. There's real children involved. This ain't a cartoon. This ain't AI. This isn't something he didn't want. You know, he facilitated and commissions a child into an SO offence. You know, he arranged to meet a real child. He had possession of images, not images, yeah.
Didn't he
of
say
children.
there were 17 different images that she sent as well? So that's 17 different photos of children.
Yeah, that's what he claimed, wasn't it? There was 17.
Yeah.
But this is it. You say you're getting off the words of a predator as well. You know the bullshit and the spinning stories. They're doing whatever. Luke's perfectly put this together. Luke's perfectly put this together. He's totally right. They would not close a court unless there was a real child. They wouldn't link all these charges together if it wasn't about the same offence or the same person that the offence is taking place against or something like that.
And this ain't one child. This is numerous child that have been affected in this case.
Yeah. And you can tell because obviously you deal with these sort of lists of charges all the times and stuff.
And can we just clear one other thing up, right? Because of he's shouting on live that he's allowed to see his kids, but then the next minute he's saying that he's not allowed to see.
Yeah.
Well, his kid, right?
He won't be allowed. If he is, it'll be a supervised contact centre.
Stevie boy, your kids don't want to see you, do you? Stephen Loveday, the little, I'll keep my words shut. He has no idea. You say, if this was a closed case, you know, Stephen, that I was contacted by people who knew it took place, who know you, and I know that your kids want fuck all to do with you. And he keeps going around saying that the judge made some sort of exemption that he was able to see his kids. That's bullshit. That doesn't happen. Maybe supervision.
1,000,000%. Listen, a judge would not issue a 10-year sexual harm prevention order, yeah, and then say, okay, you can have your kids at the weekend. Pointless and contradicting of the sentence. Yeah, let's make it clear.
Yeah, kids don't want to see him. The kids don't want to see him. Obviously, I don't blame them. Jesus.
How could it be allowed around them? Regardless, how could it be allowed around them?
My mother or any parent would put their kids at
Not in a million years.
This is a man that says he's allowed to see his kids. Well, where's the proof? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When people have been called out on this app, one way or another, they've proved that, you know what, I can see my kids. I've got nothing to hide.
Someone just sent me an image of what he put on his live, showing what prohibit, like what he can't do, and then it says, you can see where it says something about he's not allowed any contact with anyone younger than the person's under the age of 16.
You don't give that to people who don't have convictions against a real child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
in
mean?
the presence of the child's parent or guardian.
Yeah, so until that, so it will be up until he's not allowed unsupervised around anyone under the age of 18, but he will be allowed around. He will be allowed around children under the age of 16 with supervision.
Yeah.
Once you turn 18, it's down to if you're an adult, yeah. But while you're 16, even people think, oh, it's the age of consent in this country. If for example, say my friend up the road was an SO, and I said, you know what, it's down to me. I'm taking my kid. It's not allowed. No, it's a load of shit. He's talking shit. There's real kids.
Like, even us, when we do stings on decoys, not real children, decoys, they're also, once convicted, are not allowed to be around their children under the age of 16. They have to go to contact centres or go back to court and try and fight it, but 9 times out of 10, they're still not allowed it, and obviously the mothers stop it. They have social services involved for their children as well, because of this case. So the fact that he's saying that, it's a load of fucking shit.
That's better. When people see that picture.
Mother's not allowed me on more. What?
Now people can't see the chat, can they? Fuck.
Luke, can you look at the messages I've sent you while you're on air or not?
Let me check that out again.
Have a look at the image I sent you, the paperwork.
Yeah, I've just mentioned it. Do not believe it. Alright, let me have another look on here. He said he had changed his name to Danielle legally.
I'm going to say bullshit on that one because he claimed that several times. That's why I'm going to keep dead naming you Loveday, because then I'll find out your address.
I was say as well, while someone's been convicted as a SO, they can't legally change their name.
Yes.
They can't legally change their name until their sexual harm prevention order or they're off the register legally.
Nice.
So that's a load of shit as well. 1,000,000%, that's just a load of shit.
So he'd still be by the original name, yeah?
It's still a he, yeah.
And people like that don't deserve human rights. Fuck them.
No,
They don't deserve that. If anyone has the cheek of turning around and saying, oh, you're offending that man, you're offending that woman, or whatever you want to call it, that
He's a beast.
man or woman that needs to be hung, drawn, and quartered.
No, he identifies as a predator on children. That's his identity.
That's what he identifies as, a fucking beast that needs to be off this world.
But you know another reason why he's probably saying he's changed his name by default?
That's it.
The spinner's all off why we can't locate him.
Yeah.
And listen, I'll put both of his names, but I'm going to go. I guarantee I can locate that address with Stephen Loveday around. I guarantee I'll get an address for that person.
It's Stephen Love. Have I sent you all 3 names, Luke?
1 minute, let me check. Yeah.
Cool.
Well, that's it.
What the fuck happened there?
I was just looking at one of them names. One of them names is also another convicted. Daniel Cooper is a convicted fucking paedophile as well. We stung.
Yeah, is that ginger lass?
Yeah.
She's fucking nuts. I covered her on my YouTube. She's fucking wrong and all.
That's why I just seen that name. I come back on and I thought, have I just read that right there?
Another fucking wrong, and maybe he named himself after her.
But you know what? That's another one that trans into a woman.
And can we clarify this? Does anyone know the story behind the name change of why they went to Holly and Jessica?
It was something to do with victims of a crime, wasn't it? I can't remember.
Yeah, so that's what I was told. Apparently it was to do with little
Wasn't
Holly.
it Ian Huntley's victim?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
That's
Holly, was it Holly
And
and
all
Jessica Wells?
names he picked the 2 victims of SO.
Yeah.
Do you know what I found funny, right? I'm going to describe a nice little word picture for everyone, because I can't show the video because it would probably give away who filmed it. But when Loveday was exposed by myself, a lovely protest took place outside of his house. They might as well have lit up the torches. It was that kind of protest. Now, my highlight was not when the brick went through the window, but when Loveday was screaming inside, saying that leave me alone and I've got a chef and I'll have anybody, and then got escorted out by the police like a bitch. It was possibly one of the best videos I've ever seen. Unfortunately, the brick missed.
Didn't take his head off.
That's the guy who said he'd done a live me if he saw me. He wouldn't even let me speak to him on a TikTok live, man.
And he's squealing. Yeah, the trans was to try and cover up and cover his crap. That's a fact.
And also, I know I mentioned the names there. Rest in peace to them two young girls. God rest them.
Yeah, rest in peace, bless up.
Of course.
Let's see if we can do that on there. Listen, we're just trying to bring awareness to you people so you know exactly. Oh, is EQ covering it now? Good.
I noticed she'd favoured a few of my videos earlier. To be fair, whatever anybody says about EQ, she's always backed my awareness stuff, and I will always say that.
Yeah, there you go.
There's always
I'm your problem.
Oh, I'm aware. I've had a water.
Yeah, the guy's a
they both
crustacean. I'm your problem, obviously, you know what I mean? You gotta look after me. You can look after me in my old age when I'm still live streaming like, thank you, my dear. You have to fund me, love. I've got no kids, so you'll have to look after me. I'm your responsibility.
Now, I'm putting up above some paperwork that shows their offences. Now, the Beast has already said that the voyeurism was down to him filming a female performing an act upon herself in a bathroom without her permission. And as for the images, you can see in the text what they were images of.
I won't let you say that out.
Okay, so I'll read it to you in case you can't see it. Thank you so much, Glenn. So if you see this person on the app, steer clear. Thank you, Fact Freak. It says,
No, Fact Freak's over there.
Ms. Stanley, because obviously they're lying and trying to blend in as a woman now, which is failing massively. Ms. Stanley has 6 previous convictions.
You're hearing this, Holly. You're
Stealing
clearly
offences
watching this,
dating back to
Stephen.
1998. 3 of these offences are of a sexual nature, 2015 to 2019, relating to voyeurism, possession of an indecent photograph of a child, and then breach of supervision order. I highlight how there is previous conviction for drug driving in which she received a financial penalty, highlighting a similar penalty.
Sorry, people, I just need to turn that down a bit. EQ's ruthless. She'll just say how it is and I'll get them honoured.
Offences relating to police court.
Yeah.
Listen, we had 1K in here. She had 3K in hers. That's 4K people that know about it instantly. Do you know what I mean?
Child, so I'll start it again.
Yeah, exactly. Listen, it doesn't matter who plays it, as long as
Fuck,
as long
I
as it's sitting
accepted
out there.
10-Face Tony instead of Fact Free.
This is Holly Stanley.
Fuck.
Fuck off, 10-Face Tony, not tonight.
Who the fuck's 10-Face Tony?
Oh, 10-Face Tony gets into everyone's live and he's like, fuck off.
Yeah, he tells people to fuck off, so I think I got him back for that now. So, Tony, I got you back. You can get me back again, but I got you tonight.
The work that shows their offences. Now, the Beast has already said that the voyeurism was down to him filming a female.
Oh, she's replaying it again. So it's fucking.
In a bathroom.
But like, it's good, Fact Free, because how many people did you have in your live earlier?
I don't know. I genuinely don't look at the numbers. It was
You had
good.
You had, I think it was about 800 or 900 people in there. Do you know what I mean? So like, there was what, 1,000 in there earlier, 1,200. You've got 3.4 in there. We've hit at least 6K people today.
Yeah, man, that's good. And obviously the videos. I've had one video banned. Because I basically dead named her all the way. I didn't bully her, to be fair. It was deserved.
I had my first one removed, but they put it back up when I appealed it.
Well, I have appealed it. We'll see.
What have we got any details on her date of birth? Roughly year, day, month?
Like, now everyone on this app needs to
Yes.
be so you need to
One sec.
Yeah, look, you're gonna have a
you
big
need to
boost in
repost
people
this
now.
so that everybody gets to see it. You know what I mean?
Watch. This has gone to the next video now. Oh, she's selling cups now. Fuck's sake.
Do you know what? Believe it or not, EQ used to be one of the biggest haters of the hunting community.
She was a hunter. Well, tried to be a hunter at some point, didn't she?
Yeah, she was a failed hunter and then become a troll and made a group called Impact, which slates every team in the country.
She moved on from that quick.
Yeah.
At least that got it out there. Like I said,
I'll have to watch my own bloody deep dive, Luke, to get the fucking date of birth.
Yeah, that's fine, mate. Someone's just put in, I think it's 13th of June. Is that?
One that's on the website is wrong. When Loveday says that's wrong, he's right. That date is wrong on the web. So don't go off the database. That birth date is wrong.
Yes,
That's on the company's house thing. That's where it is.
Where is it?
So what did they do now?
Troy will be on him again tonight. So like, I reckon like if we continue, we'll end up hitting 10k people tonight. There's going to be a few other people that will pick up off of this, and if 10k people hear about this tonight, this guy's got no chance when he goes live again.
When his conviction sheet says Stanley, what's he going by on that?
Stephen Loveday, his conviction. He changed to Holly Stanley after the conviction. He was convicted as Stephen Loveday.
Well, hang on a minute. Did you say he changed it after his conviction?
Yeah.
Well, how? Luke just said there a minute ago he can't change it. What, you can't?
Yeah, well, he didn't change it legally, Tony. He just...
Oh, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you meant legally. Sorry.
No, you're right.
It's just like me coming on here and saying my name's No Face.
Yeah, sorry. No, I apologise. I didn't know you just meant like on here, just switching them over the name. Sorry, mate.
I am fucked face, no case, guys. Please follow me.
I had to give Fact Freak's head a wobble earlier before I was doing an awareness live in Angie's.
I'd fucking lost my mind.
I was like, what?
I might have had a slight hangover this morning. I was scrolling through TikTok, mixing videos together, I swear to God.
That's the thing. Yeah, I know. It's just like No Face check-in as well.
So yeah, so what we're saying, guys, we get an address for this beast, so should we go and do a proper protest?
I'm sure letting people know.
I hope it's in driving distance for me.
Do you know what, Fat Freak? Because you've took so much time and effort on this beast, I will come and pick you up.
Yeah.
And take you wherever it is.
You've been trying to get me to go dogging with you for ages. I mean,
the Fat Freak does some video duets with me sometimes, I swear to God. He's on another level.
But I think that wouldn't be a bad idea at all.
he sees me, he's definitely going to fucking have nightmares. He hates me.
Listen, and do you know what? There'd be no one better to knock his door and just let him know we're there than you. Imagine looking through your spy hole and seeing Fat Freak's face there.
Yeah.
All right, Luke. I think some people find my face all right.
If you've been hunted by this man and you've exposed this man, the last person you want knocking the door is the Fat Freak. Savage, I haven't got it yet. If anyone has got that date, but if you send it me quickly, I've got my track on it.
No, it's in my deep dive. It's on the first deep dive I did, because obviously I had part of that deep dive was proven, because obviously he changed to Holly Stanley at this point, was going by that. It was proven that it
the
was him.
BMW's just said the Facts and Luna are twins.
How dare you, right? This has been said a couple of times.
Wow.
How dare you?
I think it's the beard.
I swear to fucking God, right? It's because I'm fat and I've got a beard, right? So I'm just the same as Ricky Gervais or fucking anybody else you can find like that.
I've just.
Mate, I look like Peter Kay.
My mod chat's coming out soon, just like Luna's.
I just want the deep dive. I've just watched the deep dive. Does anybody want the bingo numbers?
Yes.
I hope you hit like.
Of course.
Thank
So
you.
the bingo numbers are 13, 06,
Yeah.
80,
1980.
Yeah. Okay, bye.
Right.
Thank you for your view.
No worries.
Yeah, I could have done what that lady had
Did you see
done.
how quick she got up? I got a load of abuse.
Yeah. What? Luke, I'll go block you. I'll block you.
Luke should stop spamming chats, though.
We don't let anybody up.
Yeah, we don't do this around here.
If you all are on, can I just say, everyone's mentioning bingo in the chat, right? Or Bigo, or whatever the fuck it's called. Obviously, I'm not on that app, right? Yeah. But you guys must be on it to know about it. You can start awareness as well, just like we do. Anybody can do this. Mm-hmm. And as far as I know, that beast hasn't been using that account for fucking ages.
Don't be the fact freak.
No, fact freak. They were saying bingo because she's bingo numbers.
Oh, I thought they were talking about that fucking other.
Why is everyone so aggressive tonight?
I've had enough.
Everyone wants to fight tonight, Tony. You don't get involved.
Do you know what? I've been calm. I'm the only one that's. Listen, I got threatened on this app earlier on to get CUT'd up, and I got threatened to get CUT'd up by some woman who just came at me for no reason, and I still remain calm.
It's all right. I've seen your boxing moves. You'll be all right.
I'm telling you, I'll be all right. Yeah.
He's the fastest leprechaun in a ring, isn't he?
Don't need to be dancing around me until I'd fucking gone dizzy. I swear.
No, I had Stitch watching Tony go around that ring that quick.
Well, and that was me smoking cigarettes. Can you imagine? The speed of me when I train?
I'm gonna be like a whippet.
Fair play, man. What was the charity, Tony?
You haven't had it.
That one's for a young girl. So a young girl, she needs to get checked out by some other doctors. I can't remember the name of it, but the young child is taking up to 40 seizures a day, and they don't know what is causing it. They don't have a clue what's causing it.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Big respect for any sort of fundraising to do with helping.
Yeah. We've got that fight. That fight is coming up. So my side, our team is going up to fight a few members of their team.
There's no one behind you, Tony. We've seen who you're going against.
To be fair though, to Tony, I've only ever offered one fucker on here out for Sunday smoke, and it was Ian Moore, because I knew he couldn't get there. There's no way that fucker can get out of his flat. I'm all right.
I'm not too bad, because this fella, he's 22 stone weight. He said he's going to try to come in at 19 stone. So that means he's only going to be 10 stone heavier than me.
Yeah, that's still some difference, though.
Of course.
Ian Moore
once told he was sending the heavies around, and I was like, I don't think you realise at the time I was living in a flat. I was like, I'll just wait at the top of the stairs and wait for you to fucking fall over.
Who said that?
Oh, Ian Moore. This was ages ago, man.
Is he still around, you know?
I don't know. I have no clue.
Yeah, exactly. BMW. Rest in peace, Tony.
Yeah. Come out and fight me, Stanley. So you're saying he's going by this fella's going by that? He'll be still under the same name, the conviction name, yeah?
Yeah, I've sent it all off now. I guarantee I'll have a result back by the morning.
Becca is. I listen, honestly, I don't mind win, lose or draw, yeah? I'm going to go in healthy, he's going to go in healthy, and win, lose or draw, we're both going to come out healthy, and at least we've highlighted the charity and we've done something for the charity, you know what I mean? So it's a win-win for everyone. But I'm not going in there with the intentions of losing, that's all I'm going to say.